Alright, let's talk about something you probably do every single day, even if you don't notice it. Comparing yourself to other people. Their marks, their looks, their money, their relationship, their body, their career, their life. You see someone doing better, and a tiny voice in your head whispers, "Why am I not like that? Am I behind? Am I enough?" I'm not talking to people in general right now, I'm talking to you. Because you don't compare yourself constantly by accident. Your brain is actually built to do it, and once you understand why, it becomes a lot easier to stop letting it control you. So let's open this file. Why you keep comparing yourself to others, and how to handle it. First, I want you to know this. You are not weird for doing this. You are not shallow. You are not fake. You are not bad for noticing where other people stand. Your brain is running a very old survival program. Imagine living thousands of years ago in a small tribe. If you were the weakest, the slowest, the least skilled, the least useful, your chances of survival went down. Food might go to the stronger ones first. Protection might go to the more valued ones first. Mates might choose the healthier, higher status people. Back then, your position in the group, your rank, wasn't just about ego. It was about life or death. So your brain evolved something like a ranking radar. All the time, without you even realizing, it asks, where do I stand? Am I respected? Am I safe in this group? Could I be rejected or left behind? That ranking radar didn't disappear. It just moved into modern life. Now instead of survival in the jungle, it's survival in school, at work, in friend groups, online. Your brain watches how others are doing, to guess how safe you are. Let's look at what happens inside your brain when you compare. There's a part of your brain called the social brain network. You can think of it like a system that constantly tracks people. Who is doing well? Who has more power? Who is more liked? Who is more attractive or successful? This system connects to your emotional centers and your reward system. So when you feel like you're doing better than someone, even a little bit, your brain may give you a small dose of satisfaction. And when you feel like someone is far ahead of you, your brain might react with jealousy, sadness, shame, or pressure. Not because you're a bad person, because your brain is asking, if they are up and I am down, am I still safe? Am I still worthy? Will I still be chosen, loved, respected? Your brain doesn't just see comparison as numbers, it sees it as danger or safety. Now let's bring this to your life. Think about how many times your mind has said things like, they're my age and already doing this. Look at their body compared to mine. Everyone is moving ahead except me. They're in a relationship. What about me? They're so confident. Why am I like this? Whenever you think like that, your ranking radar is switched on. But here's the problem. Your brain is using ancient survival software in a world that is completely different. Thousands of years ago, your group was maybe 50 to 150 people. Now, your group is the entire internet. Your brain was not designed to handle seeing thousands of lives in one day. When you open social media, you're not comparing yourself to one or two people. You're comparing yourself to the funniest person in your circle, the richest person you follow, the most attractive body you see, the most romantic relationship online, the smartest student's grades, the most successful entrepreneur, the happiest looking family, the coolest lifestyle. But your brain doesn't realize those are all different people. It looks at them and says, this is what everyone is like, and this is what you are not. So you start to feel behind, less, small. But the comparison is fake. You're not comparing life to life. You're comparing your real, unedited reality to other people's highlight reels. Of course your brain feels like you're losing. The game is rigged. Let's pause for a second and make this very personal. I want you to think of one person you compare yourself to a lot. Maybe it's someone in your class. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a cousin. Maybe it's someone online. You probably know what they're good at, what they have, what they post, what people praise in them. Now ask yourself quietly, how much do I really know about the parts they don't show? Their fears, their insecurities, their mistakes, their bad days, their regrets, their private pain. You don't see that. So your brain compares your full story to their edited story. Of course that feels unfair. Because it is. Now let's go back to the science for a moment, but I'll keep it simple. When you compare upward to someone you think is better, your brain may trigger feelings like inadequacy, envy, self-criticism. Your stress system might activate faster heart rate, tight chest, uneasy stomach. When you compare downward to someone you think is worse off, You may feel relief, gratitude, sometimes pride. Both are types of comparison. One hurts more, one can feel good, but both can trap you. Because in both cases, your worth depends on where you stand relative to others. You're always asking, am I above or below? And that's a tiring way to live. So, what do you do about this? How do you live in a world full of rankings, marks, likes, followers, filters, promotions, without constantly feeling less than? I'm not going to say something fake like just stop comparing. You can't turn off a system that's built into your brain, but you can change how you relate to it. Think of your comparison drive like a very loud radio. You may not be able to destroy the radio, but you can turn the volume down. You can change the station. You can choose when to listen and when to ignore it. Let's talk about a few ways to do that, just for you. First, catch the comparison early. When you notice yourself thinking thoughts like, look at them. Why am I not like that? I'm nothing compared to them. Pause and say in your mind, okay, I'm comparing right now. That sounds very simple, but naming it takes a little power away from it. Instead of automatically believing the thought, you see it as a pattern. Your brain is running. You are not the thought. You are the one noticing the thought. Second, ask a different question. Most of the time, comparison comes with the question, are they better than me? Try swapping that out for, what can I learn from them? Or, does this actually matter to the kind of life I want? Or, how am I already growing in my own way? This shifts your brain from attack mode to curiosity mode. Instead of using someone else as a weapon against yourself, you're using them as information. For example, instead of, they're so fit I'm disgusting, you gently ask, what is one small habit they have that I can try for myself? Instead of, they're ahead in their career, I'm a failure, you ask, what is one step I can take this month that moves me forward, at my own pace? You stop turning comparison into self-punishment, and use it as gentle direction. Third, look sideways, not only upwards. Whenever your brain says everyone is doing better than me, it's lying. There are people struggling more than you, just starting where you once started. Who would love to have something you already have? But I'm not telling you this so you feel superior. I'm telling you so you remember, you are not uniquely behind. You are simply human, in the middle of the curve, like most people. And it's okay to be in the middle. Life is not a race where only the top 1% matter. Fourth, reduce the places that trigger comparison. Be honest with yourself. Are there certain apps, accounts, or people that always make you feel worse about yourself? If yes, then your nervous system is telling you something. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to judge them. But you can slowly reduce how much you expose your brain to those triggers. Mute, unfollow, limit time, take breaks, protect your mental space like it's your home. You wouldn't let random strangers walk in and throw trash in your living room. In the same way, you don't have to let every image, every opinion, every success story enter your mind 24/7. Fifth, build your self-worth on who you are, not what you rank. This is maybe the most important part. If your worth is based on marks, money, looks, followers, achievements, then your worth will always feel fragile, because all of those things can change. But there are parts of you that don't depend on ranking, like how kind you are, how much effort you put in, how honest you are, how you treat others when they're weak, how you learn from mistakes, how you get back up after falling. Those things don't need comparison. They are valuable on their own. So when your brain says, you're behind, you can gently answer, maybe in some things, but I'm growing, I'm learning, and my value isn't only measured in numbers. Let me tell you something directly, and I really want you to let this sink in. You are not meant to be a copy of anyone else. Your timeline is not supposed to match theirs. Your personality is not supposed to look like theirs. Your journey will not move at the same speed. And that's not a bug, that's the design. Imagine if everyone had the exact same life, same body, same job, same personality, same talents. It would be a very boring world. Your differences are not evidence that you are less. They are evidence that you are you. Before we close, I want to give you a few sentences you can keep with you for the next time your brain starts comparing too much. You can say them quietly in your mind. I'm noticing that I'm comparing myself right now. This feeling is coming from an old survival system. I don't see their whole story, only the best parts. My life is not on the same timeline as theirs. I'm allowed to move at my own pace. My worth is not a number. Say them softly. Say them like you're talking to someone you care about. Because you should. You deserve that same kindness. Your brain will probably keep comparing now and then. That's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You're just learning to change your relationship with it. Less fighting. More understanding. more choosing what truly matters to you. And slowly, comparison stops being a constant source of pain and becomes just another background noise you can turn down. This is your file today, from Body Logic Files. You don't have to win against everyone. You just have to live your life as honestly and fully as you can. You're not behind. You're just on your own path.